And now, as part of our ongoing series, Race Matters, Policing by the Numbers, CBS 4 News examines how misdemeanor marijuana cases are clogging the county court system and costing taxpayers millions of dollars. CBS 4's Jim DeFede reviewed nearly 60,000 records, and his findings are already causing politicians to react. Here's Jim's report.
You were charged with possession of marijuana.
You were charged with possession of marijuana.
You were charged with possession of marijuana. Possession of marijuana.
Moving through his morning calendar, Miami-Dade County Court Judge Sam Sloan heard one misdemeanor marijuana case after another.
If the taxpayers only knew that the impact these cases had on their pocketbook, they would be, I think, surprised.
Sloan and other judges support a measure giving police the option of issuing a $100 ticket rather than arresting someone for possessing a small amount of marijuana. The move toward civil citations follows the CBS 4 News investigation Race Matters, Policing by the Numbers, which showed how a group of 6 plainclothes officers in South Dade arrested hundreds of people, most of them young and black, for the relatively minor offense of being caught with a joint. The series sparked a countywide debate on police policies in black neighborhoods and whether blacks were being unfairly targeted. Miami-Dade Police Director J.D. Patterson criticized the CBS 4 stories.
When you take 5 or 6 officers in the statistical report that was demonstrated and you put it out the way it was put out, you would get the impression that that's a real serious race issue that's going on in our community.
CBS 4 News has now gathered and analyzed every misdemeanor marijuana case made by every police agency in Dade County for the last 5 years. Between the beginning of 2010 and the end of 2014, a total of 44,860 people were arrested on the sole charge of possessing a small amount of marijuana. And even though less than 20% of the population in Miami-Dade County is black, our review found that 55% of people arrested during those 5 years were black. We also looked at each individual police agency in the county. Here are the top 5 for those years. Miami-Dade PD accounted for 61% of the misdemeanor marijuana cases for the last 5 years. An examination of the 27,480 cases by Miami-Dade Police found 58% of the people they arrested were African American. Howard Simon is the executive director for the ACLU in Florida.
What you have documented is that black people are arrested more, are put through the criminal justice system more, and are convicted more for an offense in which white people commit at the same rate that black people commit.
Judge Sloan said, setting race aside for a moment, he questions the wisdom of the cases from a financial standpoint.
When someone is arrested for a simple possession of marijuana case, the officer often transports them to jail. Now you've taken the officer off their beat. Once they're booked into jail, who do you think pays for their medical care, their dental care, if any is needed, their room and board? That also lands on the taxpayer's shoulders. If a defendant chooses to go to trial, who pays for that? The taxpayers as well.
Judge Sloan, however, is reluctant to say if these arrests are worth the time and energy.
Well, I guess that is up to law enforcement and society to determine how best to use resources. I can say that based on a judicial perspective, we do question the prudence of using this vast amount of resources for a simple case of marijuana possession.
The ACLU's Howard Simon, however, is more blunt.
It is time for the Miami-Dade Police Department to rethink their policy, and my God, it's time for the Miami-Dade Commission to step in and take a harder look at what the Miami-Dade Police Department, what policies they are pursuing. Because the policies they are pursuing are wasting money and are racially discriminatory.
Now, this afternoon, Miami-Dade Police Director J.D. Patterson issued a lengthy statement about our findings. His statement reads in part, "The Miami-Dade Police Department is a professional law enforcement agency which takes great pride in serving the residents of Miami-Dade County. As an agency, we prohibit enforcement, profiling, and provide law enforcement services in a fair and impartial manner." Now, Elliot, of course, coming up tonight at 11, right, we're going to take it a step further and show you that not only do blacks fare poorly on the streets when it comes to being arrested, their outcomes in court also It shows a great disparity.
Now, Jim, once the commission takes this up tomorrow, let's say they approve it, what changes?
Now, tomorrow the county commission is going to take up the issue of civil citations, which will allow police officers the opportunity to issue a ticket, a $100 civil ticket, instead of making an arrest. The problem that some people see is this is still officer discretion. The officer gets to decide whether to issue the ticket or to make the arrest. Some people believe that power is where you get into trouble in the beginning, so we're going to have to wait and see whether or not that turns out. But at least at the first step, it gives law enforcement officers an option other than making an arrest.
It is a major change if indeed it does happen. Jim, thanks a lot. Look forward to your report tonight at 11.